Good morning or afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, whenever you are joining me from. You are joining me in my own household with my dog Jack. For those of you who have never had me before, um, my name is Mr. Swenson, and I will be your physics teacher for Physics B, or the second half of physics, for this distance learning or online learning, or whatever you want to call it. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm just going to kind of walk through um, how we're going to be doing this class online, kind of some of my expectations, what I'm going to expect from you, and what you can expect to see on my Google Classroom. And yeah, and then hopefully if you have any questions, you can let me know via email. But before we do that, I do want to get started. Sorry, Jack is a little antsy right now. I just woke him up from a nap. Um, oh yeah, you think so? I want to tell you a little bit about myself. I think it is important. I'll let you down, dude. There you go. I think it is important to still kind of make some of those personal connections, even though we don't have face-to-face connections. I think it's important to still make some personal connections. So I'm going to first start off by just telling you a little bit about myself. Um, so a little bit about me. I went to Monticello High School. I graduated in 2011. And after that, I went to Bemidji State. And when I was at Bemidji State, I was there for 4 years, played rugby for 4 years. It was a blast. I went there because it was cheap and it was 45 minutes from my cabin. I taught in Elk River, Monticello, and Centennial school districts. I taught there or a substitute in those districts for about 2 years before I got my job here at STMA. This is my third year at STMA. Obviously, I'm a teacher and I am a coach. I coach the ninth grade football team. And then I really just enjoy lifting a lot. So I'm in the weight room as much as I can. Obviously, right now, it's been a little bit more difficult to do that. I got married last June. I bought a house in August in Monticello. And then I just enjoy doing anything outdoors, whether it be fishing, hunting, or just literally anything outdoors. I love going to my cabin. So I have two dogs. You just saw Jack. For those of you who had me last trimester, you know that I was very excited about getting a puppy, and that is my puppy. He is 11 weeks old today, actually, and he is 25 pounds. And then we had a dog named Ellie, and she's about 28 pounds. She's just a little lab whippet mix thing. So that's a little bit about me. If you want to, you can feel free to send me an email telling me a little bit about yourself. You don't have to, but if you want to tell me a little bit about yourself, just so I can get to know you a little bit more, like I said, I think it's important to make those personal connections, regardless if we are, in class or if we are doing this distance learning. So let's take a look at the syllabus here, and I'm just going to kind of walk through some of the things that you're going to see on my Google Classroom. So to start off, let's just take a look at Google Classroom. I think, yes, this is the one. This is what your Google Classroom is going to, well, it's going to look a little bit different than mine, but this is what it will be titled. It'll be Physics B, Spring 2020. And then I didn't put the hour. I actually put the section number in there. But you guys are my only physics class I have, so we should be good there. And hopefully you don't end up getting signed up for other physics classes, so that shouldn't be confusing. And then, like I said, mine's going to look a little bit different than yours. You're going to notice that on mine right now, as I kind of scroll down here, you're going to see that there is some icons here that are blue and then some icons here that are gray. The blue ones are the ones that are visible to you guys right now. So what you can see right now, or whenever you get logged into my class, you'll be able to see the syllabus, the equation sheet, and then you will also be able to see my day one slides. So, and then when you click on there, it just expands it, pops up, and then just boom, right there. There's a couple ways to view things on Google Classroom. I'm under the classwork tab right now. I prefer doing that just because it kind of shows you everything You can go to, you can stay under classwork and then go under syllabus. You can individualize it by topic, but when you do that, it kind of just expands everything. I think it makes it a little bit more cluttery, but whatever you guys want to do, it doesn't matter to me. The stream tab I might use to post something to you guys if, you know, like we have a test or something coming up. I might just say reminder, something like that. I'm not going to post right now just because I don't have any students. Okay. And I have things scheduled on here, so they'll kind of pop up as the days come along. So you'll notice that over here it says scheduled for March 30th at 6 a.m. And just so you know, most of my stuff I'm going to post so that it does pop up at 6 a.m. So if you're an early riser, you want to get stuff done right away, log on at 6 a.m. and that's when it'll open up for you. And then most stuff will be due at 2:30, but I will explain that in a little bit here. So there's a few different things that we have in there. We have Google Slides. Every day there will be material posted. They'll have the date, day of the unit, and the unit itself. So for like the first day, it'll be called 3:30, day one, electricity slides. And they're just Google Slides, and they have basically everything that you'll be doing for the day. So I'll just go into this day one slide just to kind of show you what that looks like. And that's actually what this was on, what I was showing you before. So on every day, you'll see like one of the first slides is going to be, here's what you're doing today. So you're going to go over this presentation, and it will kind of give you the notes on our first topic. That slide about me is on there. And then the other thing you're going to do is you're going to complete an exit ticket. I'll talk about that in a little bit. And then you are also going to complete the day one assignment. And I'll talk about that assignment a little bit as well. But this slideshow just literally walks through learning targets. It's got some videos embedded in it. Not all my slides will have videos, but some of them do. Then it'll just have notes. You can feel free to write down these notes if you want to, but you're always going to have access to them, so you don't have to necessarily. And then there's a FET here if you want to tinker around with that. So if you click on this, this is just a little simulation that you can play around with if you'd like to. And then by the time you get to the end, the very last slide is going to say assignment on it. And this is just going to tell you, and kind of as a reminder, to what you need to make sure you get done. So complete the exit ticket day one for March 30th in your Google Classroom. This is going to be your attendance for the day. Okay, and like I said, I'll get to those exit tickets in a little bit. And then you're going to complete the day one assignment called electrostatics. So going back to the syllabus, that's kind of just the slides. Make sure you look at those slides every day. I'll have one posted for every day, even if it's just a quiz or a test, just to kind of keep things in a routine. Exit tickets, like I just mentioned it earlier, you're going to complete an assignment every day called an exit ticket every single day. This is the way that I'm going to take attendance. So if you don't do this exit ticket, I'm not going to know if you were present in class or if you actually did the things for the day. So these are due by 2:30 every single day. If you don't do that, I have to mark you absent, and then whatever that exit ticket was for the day, you're also going to lose credit on that as well. Okay. So I'll show you what one of these exit tickets looks like. So if I go to like day one exit ticket, click on this. So for the first one, it's pretty simple. I just ask you, have you read the syllabus? Do you understand the expectations for distance learning? All right, keeping the first day pretty simple. I can show you what like day two might look like. Day two says answer the following questions from your book. Page 560, numbers 10 and 13. Okay, when you go to when you go to submit these exit tickets, you're going to notice on the top right hand side, and I don't have a student view of this, so I can't really show you this. On the top right hand side, there's going to be a button that says add or create for a Google document. click on that add or create button. And what it will do is you can create a Google Doc for that assignment right then and there. And then you can just go ahead and um, plug your answers from those questions into there. Just due to the nature of what we are dealing with, I understand that it's not going to be easy to show your work for these, so I'm not going to require you to show your work for these problems. But make sure you are still getting the correct answer with the correct unit when you're doing problems like this. Okay, and then there will be a button over here on the right hand side again that says turn in when you're all said and done with that. Okay, moving on to assignments. So other assignments. So some days you're going to have other assignments besides your exit ticket. They might be a lab assignment. They might just be a worksheet. Sometimes I'll have you do a PhET simulation. And then with these assignments, these are not going to be something that you turn in. All right. And I think I figured out a way that you can't even turn anything in. But just know that I don't want you to turn anything in for these kind of assignments. Just because if I were to get all these assignments turned in, my email would end up getting swamped. And two, my way of testing your knowledge for that is going to be mainly through those exit tickets and those and quizzes and tests. So you're not turning in assignments like that. And I believe on here, I even have, it says no due date. Okay, so that should kind of be your way to know that, okay, I don't have to turn that in. All right, so some of these assignments are going to look a little bit different here and there. So like for this one, I just posted for day one assignment, I just posted some pictures. So it's like question 1, 2, and 3. And you can just look at those. If you want to print out these pictures, you're more than welcome to, but these are more for your understanding and your learning. Okay. I'm going to try to post an answer key every day for them. So right below that, you'll also see electricity day number 1 answer key. All right. This is just another reason why I'm not having you turn them in, because if I'm giving you an answer key for the whole thing, it's a little bit redundant that I give you credit for it. So you click on that video and a video will pop up similar to this. These ones, I probably won't have my little face down here in the corner. I'm trying to find where it is. Yeah, there it is. I won't have my face down there in the corner, but I will just be showing you. I have a little pen that I use so I can write on my laptop and kind of do some work on there. Okay. Other keys might look a little bit different. Like I know for one of the assignment keys, it's just you click on it and it just gives you a breakdown. These are kind of some of the keys that I would have had in class for those of you who had me last trimester. Okay. And then finally, we have quizzes and tests. For quizzes and tests, the way these are going to work is these are just going to be short multiple choice question quizzes and tests. The quizzes will vary anywhere from usually 5 to 10 questions. And then the tests will probably be closer to 20 questions. They are also going to open up at 6 a.m. They close at 2:30 p.m., just like an exit ticket would. Those are going to be your exit tickets for the day. So for instance, if I click on this one right here that I have for day 4, so your first quiz is going to be on day 4. It says due April 2nd at 2:30 p.m. So you click into this Google form. That's what we'll be using for all the quizzes. I'm not going to click onto it right now so you can see the quiz, but you click on that. It'll bring you to the Google form, fill out your multiple choice. I'm not 100% sure I set it up correctly. I hope I did, that it gives you the your grade right away. But otherwise, I'll get those plugged into Synergy or Student View as quickly as I can. So you don't have to actually fill out an exit ticket for that for that day, because your quizzes and tests are going to be your exit tickets. That's my way of taking attendance. And then just some last minute things. Late work, if you don't get something turned in by 2:30, it's not the end of the world. You are going to lose credit on it. We're gonna have 50% off if you don't have it turned in by 2:30. So Just make sure you get it in and you'll be good. And then if you don't get that stuff turned into me by 2:30, you have up until the day of the unit test to get it turned in. If you don't get it turned in by the unit test, then I just expire it in the grade book. You'll just see an X in the grade book on that assignment, and you don't get credit on it. For grading, as of right now, this is kind of tentative. This is not 100% set in stone. For formative assessments, so like your exit tickets, that'll be 25% of your grade. Quizzes and tests will be 75% of your grade. So a very simple grading scale. Just trying to keep it as simple as we can right now. I'm going to do my best to answer any and all questions that you guys have as we go throughout this. The best way that I'm going to do this, I know some teachers are going to end up using things like Zoom and Google Hangouts or Google Meets and things like that. As of right now, I don't plan on doing that. All right. I'm going to stick to old fashioned email. So if you have a question, send me an email. If I find down the road that becomes really overwhelming, I might end up setting up a Zoom or Google Hangouts or Meet or something like that. But I'm just going to we're going to kind of roll with the punches here a little bit. I'm just going to we're going to start off by just doing email. Email me your questions. If I find that a lot of people are having the exact same question, I will just go into Google Classroom and on that stream tab, oops, that's the wrong one. On that stream tab, I would just go in here and post something to you guys. And I would just say, hey, a lot of people are having this same question. Here's the answer. Okay. And then there's my email down at the bottom, jets@mystma.org. Okay. Hopefully you guys are staying healthy out there, and make sure that you are doing something to keep your sanity as we are all locked in our houses practicing social distancing. Looking forward to trying out this new experience with you guys. Have a good one.